What is up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. So you might be thinking, Space Gator, didn't you already make a video of the Hinton train collision? Yeah, I have, but the thumbnail is AI generated, and I would like to do a better version than my previous attempt. So let's get straight into it. The date was February 8th, 1986. VA Rail number 4 train, the Supercontinental Enskina, was traveling to Jasper, Alberta, to the city of Edmonton. The train consisted of 3 engines, which were FB7 6566, F9B 6633, and FP9 6300. The rolling stock were 2 baggage cars, 2 coaches, a dome car, 3 sleeper cars, and 2 generators. On board were 94 passengers, 14 stewards, and 7 crew members. Further up the line was CN Train 413, which was on its way to Jasper. It would later stop at Edston for a crew change. The engines were GP38-2W5586 and 2 SD40s, 5062 and 5104. They're pulling a high-speed snow spreader, 35 hoppers, 7 flatbeds with pipes, 45 hoppers, 20 tankers, 6 hoppers, and a caboose. However, the 2 trains were face-to-face on the same exact track. However, the CN train doesn't slow down. It instead rockets past, picking up speed at 59 miles per hour, and forces its way back onto the main line. VA train number 4 is departing Hinton, which will be the last time they will ever make a scheduled stop. In the dome car, there was a World War II veteran named Kenneth Cuttle sitting in the car. And then there was trouble. The CN train is right in front of the VIA train. Then disaster striked. The accident was devastating. The dome car, where Kenneth Cuttle was sitting in, was inches away before being crushed by the pile. Some of the cars were buried and were beginning to burn. As the caboose stopped, the conductor in the caboose can see what is going on. He can see a huge ball of fire growling ahead of him. The conductor, or Smitty, tries to contact the crew. However, they never respond. As he came to the site of the accident, a police officer told him as to what happened. He will never see his crew of the front of the train ever again. 45 minutes later, rescue teams arrived. 23 people died in the accident, 71 were injured. And here's the question, what caused this accident? And why? My thought is that the engineer, Jack Hudson, was indeed an alcoholic and was a heavy smoker. He suffered pancreatitis and type 2 diabetes. He could have had a heart attack, stroke, or even a diabetic reaction while in the cab. There was something called a dead man switch and something called a worn out brake shoe. I know it wasn't a good communication. The 6 engines that were in the front of the train were scrapped. However, 6300 was rebuilt with a new cab. 6300 will reside at a place in Utah. Kenneth Cuttle, the person that was in the dome car, passed away in December of 2015. He was 91 years old. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And check out my previous documentaries about the Challenger and Columbia accident.